Hello everyone and welcome to Werven's World. Today I would like to talk about premium access. So when you buy this game, you might see that there is a premium access included of 3 months, but what exactly does it do? So this game is actually divided into three different premium accesses. So if you kind of don't want to have access to some things, you can actually save money and not subscribe to that thing. So there's basically three things. There is a premium access for planets, there's one for industry, and there's one for combat. If you don't have premium, you can settle two settlements, one in Ceres for grain and one in Vulcan for iron. However, there are 8 planets that you can normally settle in the inner 8 planets, in the inner 8 systems. And they provide, for example, titanium and aluminium and carbon and all that kind of good stuff. So normally you only have access to Ceres and Vulcan, but if you subscribe to the Planet Premium, you have access to all 8 inner system settlements for producing these resources. Now there is an Industry Premium. So normally, as you might have seen in my Starbase tutorial, you can make a starbase, and this starbase is made out of a lot of rings. However, if you don't have premium, you can only have one ring with 6 modules on it, which is enough for a research lab and a shipyard and for other modules, basically. However, if you have premium access, you can build up to 100 rings. So 100 times 6 is 600 modules that you could build then. Furthermore, if you don't have premium, you can use class 1 to 5 of the mining beam and salvage beam, etc. But if you have premium access, you can use all industrial modules, such as like the scoop for getting gases and mining beams and salvage beams. You can basically create them up to the maximum class, which I think is 13 at the moment, but I'm not entirely sure. But if you don't have premium, you can only use classes 1 to 5. Then there is the combat premium. So if you don't have the premium, you can use combat modules from class 1 to 5. And if you have the combat premium, you can use all combat module classes, so up until the highest class. So the question is, do you need this premium? Well, you get 3 months of this premium with the game, but the nice thing is that you can actually decide when you activate this, right? So if you just start playing, these 3 months will not count yet until you click the option to actually activate this premium. So, do you need it? Well, to be honest, I personally haven't done any combat yet. So, for me, it wouldn't be necessary to sub for the premium for combat. But then there is the planets and industry one. So, at the beginning, you gain access to Ceres and Vulcan for iron and grain settlements, but you could get access to other settlements. Well, the first, let's say, about 40 hours or something, you won't really be doing any settling, probably. So you wouldn't really need any premium access up until your first 40 hours. The same with industry. You will start creating your starbase at some point, but it's fairly resource intensive. So until you kind of get, well, bigger ships and stuff, it's not really worth starting your starbase. And I would also say that that's around like the 40th hour, 40, 60 hours, something like that. So you have a lot of gameplay available to you without accessing the premium. So you can really decide if you like the game or not. So once you decide that you want to have access to, for example, more planets and more starbase rings, then you can activate the premium, which you get 3 months for free with the purchase of the game. So with 3 months, you can really do a lot of stuff, and you can really decide for yourself whether you like the game or not. And then after those 3 months have passed, then you can really decide if you want to pay for this game or not on a monthly basis. So the premium is actually very cheap. So each section, so you have planets, industry, and combat, each section costs 99 cents, or let's say $1 per month. And you can subscribe to all for about $3 per month, or you can subscribe for 3 months at once for $8.9, so about $9 in 3 months. So even for 3 months, you pay way less money than you do for other games such as EVE Online and World of Warcraft. And it really reflects how the developer wants to develop this game. So basically, the money he's asking is extremely fair for keeping him and the artist getting sandwiches on their table, as well as paying for the server cost, because it isn't a massive multiplayer online game, right? So I would say it's a very, very fair payment model. First of all, you can buy the game and play for free as long as you want. If you want some extra perks, you can at some point activate the 3 months, and then if you decide you like it, you probably won't even care about the $3 a month anymore. And it's for me at least is definitely worth the payment. So then an extra thing, once you get a monthly sub, then you also earn stellar credits, and you earn stellar credits at a rate of 100 per month, about that number, per sub that you have. So if you activate all the 3D subs, you get 300 stellar credits a month. And stellar credits are needed to make colonies and outer space bases, outer space stations, and they consume about 80 stellar credits a month. So if you make a colony, it takes you about 80 stellar credits a month to remain having that colony. So you do need, the only thing you really need the sub for in the game is if you want to colonize. However, again, that's really, let's say you start at like at your 60th to 80th hour in the game. It takes a lot of resources to really start colonizing. So you have a lot of gameplay ahead of you before you even have to start thinking about the premium. So that's all the information I can give about the premium. So hope you found it useful, and see you next time.